Hello my beautiful Cancerians, and welcome to your April 2023 Love in General reading. I'm Ali and I help people heal through tarot. So the first two cards out we get for you, my lovely Cancerians, are the Two of Swords, and it's in the upright. Now this is Libra energy and we're coming into a Libra full moon. This is the universe not giving you all of the information that you need yet about a particular subject, so you might be feeling a little bit stuck in April or unable to make a decision. Now, we have two swords here. There are two aces, so it's the two aces that make the Two of Swords. So these are two equal truths. These are two equal thoughts. These are two equally weighted truths, and that's why it's a hard decision to make. So it looks like you are trying to make a decision coming into April. We'll do a little bit of digging and find out a bit more about what that decision could be. We also get our new moon symbol here at the top, and we had a new moon at the end of March, and we'll be coming into another new moon around about the 20th of April. So that new moon could be a time for you where it will be time to take this blindfold off, and the universe might give you some information, might show you the third way about a situation that you have been ruminating over and planning in your head. Now, the problem with the Two of Swords is there is confusion, there is conflicting thought processes, and also with the Two of Swords, there's an element here of keeping her feet out of the water and trying to make a head over heart decision, which Cancerians are not always the best at. Cancerians are also notorious for taking quite a long time to make a decision. Cancerians like to give and give and give 1,000 billion chances, so that when they do make that final decision, they do come with their sword of truth. By the time you've made that decision, my lovely Cancerians, there is no going back, okay? That's what Cancerians are famous for. You're tenacious, you're good at holding on to things, and you're good at holding on to your own opinion. But it takes a while to get there with the Cancerian. You like to give chances, maybe too many chances at times. And I think you are scared to put the one foot in the wrong direction in case you repeat some type of cycle. We get the World card in the reverse. This also might be feeling like you're not getting anywhere with someone or something, feeling like you're repeating arguments, repeating cycles with someone that you're wanting to break. This is Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself. In my end is my beginning, and it's one of Archangel Michael cards as well. So if things are too confusing and feeling a little bit too much for you in April, chuck it up to Mike, okay? Ask Michael, say, I can't deal with this situation. I give you permission. Those are the key words. I give you permission to take this situation out of my control, or I give you and choose one of these for me. Or I give you permission to show me the third way, to show me what I haven't been able to see before. And like I said, I think some enlightenment will be coming for you around about the full moon, the new moon, sorry, at the end of the month. We have a lovely full moon because it's an eclipse as well. Yes. So we also have a full moon on the 6th or 7th of April, depending on where you are. Okay, so we get the Three of Pentacles, cooperation, teamwork and cooperation. These ladies are painting a lovely nude picture. I don't even know if I'm allowed to be showing this nude on YouTube or not. Oh, geez, you never know. Okay, so we'll block out the main nudity that's going on here, and you can kind of get the gist of what's going on here. The Three of Pentacles is always three people working together. But for me, and in your reading, especially when it's coming up with the World card, the Three of Pentacles is something you are manifesting and trying to bring into the 3D world. Something you're trying to manifest from the 5D into the 3D, okay? And in order to do that, you need your mind, heart, and body to be in synchronicity for that manifestation to come through. And I think that's something you are working on in April, my lovely Cancers. is understanding, is my heart and my head in synchronicity? Because if it's not in synchronicity, you're not going to be able to create that third thing, which could be the relationship of your dreams. It can be someone finally getting on the same page with you in April. That looks like a real possibility. Where there was confusion with someone, where you weren't able to move forward, or something, whether that's a job as well, where you're unable to move forward. This is cooperation. This is teamwork at its best, okay? So at work, you might be joining a new team, joining a new department, for example. And for those of you in your love life, this is getting on the same page as someone. It's interesting. You're able to break that cycle of the World card being in the reverse through teamwork, through cooperation, and through having, you know, there's no point in having teamwork and communicative conversations with someone if your heart's not in it. And that's what's important about the heart and head synchronicity here, is if you're sitting there talking to someone and you're like getting on the same page as them, but in your heart you don't really feel what you're saying, or feel as though you're speaking your truth, you're not going to get the manifested outcome that you desire. And it's a really particular way to look at the Three of Pentacles, and I'm doing so for you in this reading because I feel like it's important. I don't go into this part of the Three of Pentacles often. But yeah, if you're going to be on the team, at least you're going to be on the team with authenticity, okay? Be on the same page with authenticity. And I think there has been some of that lacking. So whether that's you being like two in your heart space and your head is like screaming at you, like, don't say that, or why are you saying that? Or as the words are coming out your mouth, like you're like, I thought you were going to put up your boundaries and you're not. Or it could be the opposite of that, where your heart is begging you to say something and your mind just won't let you. These things need to work in synchronicity, and it looks like you're getting an opportunity to do something like that around about, yes, interesting, around about April. So we get the Magician now, and he's in the reverse, or she in this card is in the reverse. Now, the Magician is the ultimate manifester. When it's in the reverse, this could be someone wearing a false mask with you. This could be someone maybe not being 100% upfront and 100% clear and truthful with where they are on this page with you. So whether that's a boss, whether that's a colleague, whether that's a friend or your relationship, someone's been putting on a bit of a show. Let's put it that way. Now, for some of you, my lovely Cancers, you have been putting on a bit of a show. And that's what I mean by this disconnect between your heart and head. So like maybe when this person comes home from work, or when you see this person, you're like, hey, and everything's great. And deep inside your head, you've been like, I can't wait to have this conversation with this person. I need to, hey, how are you? You know, it could be that type of energy. But either way, either you or someone else is wearing what feels like a little bit of a false mask at times. This is what's blocking this from moving forward. The Magician has all of the tools. He has mastered all of the tools. He's gone from the 0 card of the Fool to 1 of the Magician, where he's mastered everything he needs to know about the tarot and the 4 elements of the tarot. There is a blockage here in manifestation. One of the elements is blocked. We're going to find out why. Why is this manifestation being blocked? Because the Magician has it's Metatron energy. It almost has instant manifestation of your dreams. The Magician has got to the stage where he can think something and within 5 seconds it happens. Something here is blocking that. And it's the Page of Wands. So you could be dealing with a younger fire sign here, or someone who's just less mature than you in some way. This is also my card for troublesome teenagers too. Yes. So the Page of Wands, this was something that started off probably pretty hot and fast with the Page of Wands. Probably something that started off really exciting, something that started off as promising, and it's probably not had the same legs or same cooperation that you expected it to have, or same leg work, or it didn't go the distance you thought it was going to go. So like I said, that could be your job, a manifestation about someone, or your relationship. This Page of Wands in the reverse is telling you as well not to just go full steam ahead, because this is a reminder. It's a little ode back to this 2 of Swords, which was our strongest and first card out. The first card out is always the strongest in the reading for me. And it's telling you, it's a reminder that there are still things that are unclear. There are things that have not been seen. There are things, and that's big for some of you, whatever that means. There's things that haven't been seen yet. So whether that's pictures that you haven't seen yet, messages that you haven't seen yet. For some of you, there's things you haven't heard yet. There's things that this person hasn't said to you yet. This person has been holding back. You have been holding back as well. It's like you're mirroring each other in your energy. And if this is a job, it's equal. You are mirroring each other because either you or your boss doesn't have all of the information yet. Mostly it's you. It's like, oh, I really want that promotion. But it's like, well, if we give you that promotion, just so you know, you have to spend 6 months of the year, or you have to go up to a different tax band, or there's just something you don't know about this yet. And that's why the universe isn't making it as clean cut as like one way or another way. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Some of you are resisting an ending. So we'll put this back into the upright. 10 of Swords in the upright. Yes. Some of you are definitely healing, which I love. We're healing. 10 of Swords is the end of the 10. It's the end of the swords. So it's a number 10. So it's an end, and it's also a new beginning, of course. She is lying there texting on her phone. This to me also talks about lonely nights. Some of you have been lonely at nighttime. Some of you have been trying to fill your time in, whether that's with like binge watching TV, or staying up late on your phone, trying to distract yourself from this person not being there, or the absence of someone else, or the absence of some type of communication. The 10 of Swords being in reverse can either be, which for some of you, you are resisting an ending, and that's also why the World is in the reverse. You're resisting. If you resist the end, then you resist the new beginning as well, because that's what Ouroboros is. The snake that eats itself. In my end is my beginning. And that's what the World is. The World card is the end of the major arcana, and it's absolute completion of a huge cycle in your life. In order to do that, you need to pull these swords out of your back. These are past hurts. This could be 10 weeks, 10 years, 10 months, 10 things. But there's a lot of pain in the past in this reading, and I can feel it. This could also be like rejections from jobs, for example. Being told you weren't good enough by teachers. This can go back for a long, long, long time, this 10 of Swords. But either way, you're beginning to slowly pull these swords out of your back. They're falling out. I like them in the reverse because it looks like they're falling out rather than when it's in the upright and it's like, oh, stick a fork in me, I'm done. Yeah, someone also is in this fire sign as well. If you're dealing with a fire sign, is deliberately not putting their cards on the table. The 10 of Swords, when it's in the upright, is putting your cards out on the table, stick a fork in me, I'm done. Even if this ends, even if the worst outcomes happens, at least I know where I stand. When it's in the reverse, it's like, no, I'm not going to give that. I'm not going to give that my full energy. I'm not going to give this person the satisfaction of, for some reason, of putting my vulnerability out there. There's an element of this person not wanting to be vulnerable with you, not wanting to tell you how they really feel. And if this is a job, they could be holding back or holding out on other candidates right now. But for most of you, this is also the healing process that's coming in April for a lot of star signs. Now, if you are dealing with a fire sign, this is also a good omen, because we go from the Page of Wands being reversed to the King of Wands in the upright. And I'm not complaining about that, and neither should you. I mean, not only is this confidence coming in for you, as you are not a fire sign, this is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, fire sign energy. This is the page progressing to the king, and he seems to have skipped the knight. So what does that mean? Pages are messengers, okay? So he hasn't given the message. We're not coming forward with a message, okay? Pages are messengers. Knights deliver messages too. They are action orientated. They represent action, coming forward with something. They're not coming forward like on a horse running towards you. I need him, unless that card comes up soon, I need immediate attention. Hello. There's no big grand gesture as such. It just seems to be an element of growing up on this person's behalf, or maturing on this person's behalf, becoming more kind, becoming more diplomatic, becoming more sensitive to your time, becoming more fire signed in the upright, because fire sign people are very compassionate. Normally, they are, and they're extremely confident. You're going to be feeling your confidence like never before in April, my lovely Cancers, and that's been coming for a long time. This could be a glow up on your behalf, regardless of whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. And for some of you, like I said, this King of Wands is looking right at this situation, almost like, This is a step up. For some of you, this is the same person who's stepping up for you. And for others of you, this is someone with extreme confidence, extreme BDE, extreme oomph and mojo coming into your life to show you exactly what has been missing with that Page of Wands, and exactly what you haven't been able to see is missing with that Two of Swords. So for some of you, this is a new person or a new job, a new boss, a new mentor, a new therapist, someone like that that's coming into your life. And for others of you, this is the progression, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign, from the Page into the Knight, from immaturity into maturity. Yeah. Ready. The King of Wands is ready for action. Doesn't need to storm ahead. That's why he has the Knights and the Pages. They do it for him. He's ready with energy, and I love that. Okay, I knew this card was going to come out because I saw it in the shuffle, and now it's back at the bottom of the deck, and I picked up the deck and it stayed on the table. So I thought that can be our overall energy card, and it's the Hermit, Virgo energy. Now, I love this version of the Hermit because normally the Hermit is like the Gandalf type character, and he's like out in the wilderness, and this is much more like a modern deck of what it would feel like to be a hermit, because not all of us can go barefoot into the forest for as long as it takes to get enlightenment, because that's what the Hermit is. The Hermit is searching for an answer, an inwards answer that can only come from himself. And he goes into the forest or into the wilderness, deprives himself of human needs, you know, things that people love, like chocolate and biscuits and sex and good conversation. And it's a time of solitude and retreating inwards. It's also associated with Virgo season. So for some of you, this real progression, you're going to begin to see and take place towards the end of the summer with this person, massively towards Virgo season. So that's September, August, end of August, September time. Now look at this Hermit card. This is a lady clearly in what looks like an old castle or something, which I love. Why won't this card focus? And this is her laptop that she has open here. She has her hood up. We just get the energy that it's probably late at night. She's probably been working hard. For some of you, you have been putting all of your time into work, into building something on the side, whether that's building on a side hustle, building on a job. There we go. And for some of you, you have just been retreating inwards. Now, I said that at the beginning as well, or at some point during your reading about loneliness at night. Even though it doesn't particularly look dark outside, I get the feeling that it's nighttime in this card, and that this person is staying up late and, like I said, distracting themselves. Now, you might be staying up late and doing meditations. You might be staying up late and doing spiritual research with this card. You might be staying up late and just having a good old, oh, sorry, that's my alarm. And having a good old think or a good old cry. But either way, there's an element here of solitude. And in that time of solitude is where you are going to get answers in April. When you're on your own, when you're processing things, it's amazing how much enlightenment can come from spending quiet time alone. Oh, I had to take one more card because I just felt like it just needed one more, and I'm so glad I did. And it's the Four of Wands. No way. 1111, twin flame. There we are. Of course, you're going to come into focus. Your 1111 twin flame is going to come into focus very, very quickly. Okay, now the Four of Wands, fours are stability. This is sheer happiness. This couple always have transitioned through this portal together. This is going through a portal and coming out the other side. So normally this is associated with celebrations, engagements, surprise parties, that type of energy. But the whole overall party is normally to celebrate these two people who have transitioned together to another part of their life. It could be an anniversary party, a wedding reunion, a reunion at school, could be anything along those lines. But this is soulmate 1111 energy, so watch out for 1111, my lovely Cancerians. It will probably plague you throughout April. Every single time you look at the clock, 1111, you know, videos on YouTube, you're paused at 1111, there's, you know, 1,100 likes, 1,111 likes or whatever. 1111 is going to be your guide. When you see 1111 in April, you know you are on the right track, okay? And you're going to be looking out for these signs because that is your inner guidance helping you. For those of you who are here in the love department, this is a seriously good love card to get because, like I said, it represents the whole twin flame, other half, divine union, engagements, marriage, celebrations. We are in it together as a team. So that's very Three of Pentacles. These two people are like their own island by the end of this. They are so two people, they're almost one person. You know, it's like in my end is my beginning with you. So you might have had a problem in the past with this person, knowing where you and this person separate. And like I said, if it's a job, like knowing where you end and this job begins. Where does this person end? Where do I begin? This could have been a question for you in the past. But it looks like things are becoming a lot more clearer for you, my lovely Cancerians. I mean, wow, I'm so glad I took that extra card. Oh, we get flexible. So you're going to need to be flexible, just like it says. Okay, so this is being flexible with your time, flexible with your mind, and flexible with your body, yes, of course. But it's having the ability to, what you resist persists, and go with the universe. Listen to the universe in April. 1 in 9 is 2, which adds up. 1 in 9 is 20, which adds up to 2, which talks about decision making, talks about divine relationships, very relevant to your reading. There's an element in here of needing to kind of bend, needing to compromise, needing to, you or this other person need to kind of meet halfway. Both of you need to be flexible in this situation. Maybe some more than others. Okay. The other two cards we get are never-ending story. Now, that was when I said about the repeating arguments, repeating cycles with someone that you're scared to do. That is an element that's going on here. And it's 3 + 7, that's 10. That's a new beginning. And number 1, that's our master number, 11 of 11, 10 of swords. It's all linking up beautifully. Now, to break this never-ending story, we're going to have to move forward into 11-11 mode and into healing mode with that 10 of swords. Okay? Being very brutal and upfront with yourself. About where you stand in a situation, because if you can get your heart and your head in unison, that's going to really help to manifest and bring this situation forward. Don't know why I'm not focusing. Oh, there you go. And the last card we get is number 2. Yin energy. Now, I love this card, and I cannot tell you how many other people have got yin this month. Now, yin energy is air sign energy. We have a full moon in Libra, air sign, on the 6th and 7th of April. So that could be associated with this for sure, full moon. The yin card talks about letting other people show you. Letting other people make the first move. This talks about quiet observation, that's the hermit card as well. Sitting back, getting your emotional and mental ducks in a row in April, and letting other people show you where you stand. Okay, this is about not coming forward to someone and pushing a conversation. This is about letting their actions show you how they feel about you. This is about being in a complete period of non-action and being almost like passive in a situation, which I know can be hard to do. But I also know, like I said, Cancerians, we go back to the start, about how long it takes Cancerians sometimes to make a decision, It's because they like to give the benefit of the doubt, 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 so many benefits of the doubt, so that by the time they make a decision with something, they are so clear. It's like, I gave you 1,001 chances. I even hinted it. I wrote it down on pieces of paper. I literally, you know, spoon fed it to you, I couldn't do any more than try and encourage you to change the situation for yourself, or to encourage you to come forward, encourage you to do whatever it is the Cancerian wants to do. Then number 2 is a reminder to not be in the yang action. The opposite of yin is yang, of course, which is fire energy, making it happen. No. You don't need to make anything happen in April. This is going to come to you. If this is a progress and this is a progress from someone, you just need to sit there confidently like he is and wait for the King of Wands to come to you. Wait for this person to progress by themselves. Okay, which I know sounds frustrating, but it's going to really help you to manifest this big dream of yours, to manifest this ideal 1111 twin flame, amazing happy ending that's on its way to you, my lovely Cancerians. Now, I almost don't want to do these. Almost, I said, but I do want to do my lovely Doreen Virtue angel cards, romance angel cards. So those who are here just for the love, chemistry. Yes, there's a lot of chemistry here in this. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Chemistry. That doesn't surprise you with the King of Wands, because he is super confident with that BDE. Like I said, he walks about with this super confidence, knowing that he has a big wand. Okay. Deception. Haha. Now, how weird is this? I said that, it's not weird, it's just how tarot works. We know this by now. But I said to you, what did I say? Someone is wearing a false mask. That is literally this card. Now, when I said that to you, I had a different card in mind from an oracle deck. From this oracle deck actually, which was called All That Glitters. Let me just make sure that's not like the card underneath here or something. No, okay. So yes, deception, here we are. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Yes, I think you know that. I think they know that. They're gonna take it off. Okay, or you're going to take it off. It's only a matter of time with that 10 of Swords. Even if you resist, you're going to have to take it off at some point, whether it's to go to bed or, you know, you're going to have to take that mask off at some point. That's the Magician being in reverse. We spoke about that trickster energy, someone just not being completely upfront with you about how they feel. Children. Okay, another star sign got this. I think it was Capricorn. Your love life is being affected by children. Only you're going to know how that applies to you, whether that's wanting children, having children, children. Okay, we're not getting much more from the cards here apart from passion. Yes, passion, passion, passion. And that's more King of Swords energy, King of Wands energy, sorry. And it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this almost looks like a little bit of a Cupid's arrow, a Cupid's nudge, a Cupid's touch here. She looks like she's been saved by an angel. I've never actually properly looked at this card before, like not really. Yes, it looks like she's kind of being like saved by an angel here of some kind, which is extremely interesting because it looks like that's, I mean, that could be your twin flame. Now there's also something coming to me here about sounds, calling in your soulmate, heart chakra manifestations, those type of things. Oh no! I pulled my hand away from the deck. No way. I pulled my hand away from the deck. I'm not joking. And one slid out like with my finger because my finger was in this position. And I kid you not, it is calling in your soulmate. Yes. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, we're going to leave it there, Cancer, because I really don't think we need much more than that. If you liked the video and resonated, give it a thumbs up. All the information for private readings are down in the description box. Thank you so much for listening, Cancerians, and if you made it this far, then thank you even more. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to hear more from me. But most importantly, I love you all, Cancerians. Keep being your beautiful, lovely, vulnerable, amazing selves, and I will see you soon. Namaste.